You look good.
You look good.
You look. Shut up.
Okay.
I'll fucking kiss you.
On the mouth?
Fully on the mouth, dude. I don't do anything half-ass.
You do it quarter-assed?
No. So my dad actually told me when I was a little kid, that was like one of the things my dad used to always fucking say was, don't ever half-ass anything, whole-ass one thing at a time.
Yeah. I like
just
that.
all ass.
All the ass, all the time.
Yeah. All ass.
Sounds like my life.
All ass.
All the ass, all the time.
Hyde doesn't do OnlyFans. Hyde does only ass. Or all the ass.
Yeah, I don't know about only ass.
Maybe not only ass. Just all the ass.
This could be taken in so many different wrong ways. Like in the ass.
Yeah. You got to be careful.
You got to.
It's uncomfortable.
I wouldn't know, but tell us about
I've had enough prostate exams in my life. I know that if you don't prep, that shit's going to be rough.
Yeah. Quite literally. Jesus. Well, now that we got what we came here to talk about out of the way.
What a fucking start, huh?
Yeah, that's what we came here to talk about, so that's fun.
Yeah. This is all about all about
butts.
All about butts.
Yeah, this is welcome to our podcast, all about butts with Hyde and Satanus, with Bokuwahyde and Vamp Boy.
Yeah, Bokuwahyde and Vamp Boy.
Dude,
Tune in next week where our fearless duo tackles the conversation of coitus.
Eat my cloaca, Jerry.
Eat my cloaca, Jerry.
Oh boy, that was fun.
Fucking disgusting.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah. And that about wraps it up for us.
That's a wrap. That's what we came here to talk about.
Perfect.
Spend more time getting ready than actually recording.
I know, right?
Yep.
No, it happens.
Yeah, it does happen. Or you can have the days where I spend like an hour getting ready and then don't end up doing anything with it.
Yeah.
That happens.
Well, that's kind of like what happened when we went out to Santa Cruz. We spent 2 hours in the car driving out there, did a live stream, and filmed.
I like the way you
TikToks
pronounce that.
What?
Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
It's like that's what happened when we went out to Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, you got like a little, like, you're like cruising with the cruise, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like around here, we're just like around here, we're just like, oh, it's Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
Yeah, it's Santa Cruz. It's like not even Santa Cruz. It's just Santa Cruz.
Sorry.
You know, but you're like Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz. No, but that's basically what happened when we went out there. We spent 2 hours in the fucking car. I purposely tried not to say it.
I know.
We went out there to Santa Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
Spent like 2 hours in the car, 4 hours total, and we were only there for like 45 minutes.
We spent more time in the parking lot of the Hilton than.
Oh yeah. So on our way back, we decided we were going to stop at a restaurant and get some food before we headed all the way back to Modesto, which was another 2 hour drive. And we stopped, or I put into the GPS. It was supposed to be like this steakhouse. Had really good ratings, and then we drove up there, and it was in the lobby of a Hilton.
Yeah, we drove up there in the hoopty.
My Lamborghini.
Yes.
Yeah, my Lamborghini's not a hoopty. It's just missing the. It's just missing the front end.
Just missing the front bumper. It's got a knock on the the little man on the inside's knocking on the door.
Yeah, a little gremlin.
Yeah. The windshield's cracked.
The windshield is cracked.
We're pulling up to like a 5-star hotel for like dinner and in a bucket.
It's like a scene out of Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Pulled up in a 5-gallon paint bucket with wheels. Yeah, it's not that bad. I'm just giving.
Oh, it's pretty rough.
Okay, well he said it.
It drives though.
It does.
It drives. It gets me where I need to go, and it's gonna hang in there. It's gonna hang in there until I.
What do you think the people inside were thinking? Like if they would have seen.
Like watching us drive up, they're like, they got lost.
They got lost.
They're not supposed to be here.
Hi, we're looking for.
No, you're not.
The steak. Yeah, you're not looking for that. This is not the steakhouse you were looking for.
No.
I had to pull out a nerd reference for you.
Yeah. Get this riffraff out of here.
These are not the droids you were looking for.
I had to teach Hyde some Star Wars.
Bro, you didn't teach me some Star Wars. You went through like the entire like history of Star Wars.
No, it was not the entire history of Star Wars. It was the history between Boba Fett and Jango Fett. Not the entire history of Star Wars.
Obi-Wan was brought up.
Yeah, because he was.
And the clones were brought up.
Okay.
And Yoda was brought up, and the Old Republic was brought up, and
because they're the ones that ordered. They're the ones that ordered the clone army.
Jabba the Hutt was brought up.
Whatever, dude. Look, if I whole ass everything.
I'm like, just give me the short version of this. I don't understand what any of this
watch
means.
the fucking movies.
Well, see, I've done that once.
Only once? Those are rookie numbers, dude.
I think like the original 3, the first 3 episodes.
The original trilogy.
Yeah. I think I might have seen that like 2 or 3 times. Maybe.
Okay.
Maximum of 3 times. And then the first 3.
Episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
The prequels.
Yes. I'm pretty sure I've seen each one of those once. Except for Phantom Menace. I've seen that one definitely a couple times because Darth Maul. Actually, I mean, Darth Maul was sick.
Darth Maul was sick.
But
he got the short end of the stick,
but
though.
Qui-Gon.
Pretty fucking hard.
Qui-Gon.
What about Qui-Gon?
Epic.
Dude got roasted.
Yeah, but he's still like, he was like, that was like the ultimate Jedi.
Qui-Gon Jinn?
Yeah, man.
Come on.
He was like the best one.
Somebody doesn't. Now I know you don't read the lore.
Read what? Who's reading anything?
There's like books and backstory.
Oh, and you read these books too.
I know how to read, Hyde. I'm an educated vampire.
I know how to read when there's pictures, but still, like,
I know how to read when there's like 1 or 2 sentences on a picture.
Yeah, 1 or 2 pictures on a sentence.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that you've read Star Wars books as well as? I didn't know there was a Star Wars book.
Yeah, there's backstory. There's also animated
how much of this
TV
is like
shows.
real though? Like to
it's
like,
all well, not all of it, but
like canon.
Yeah, very very good majority of it is considered canon. What?
How much of it's canon since Disney?
They're talking about decanonizing
everything
Disney
from
films.
Disney's.
Yes, because it is garbage.
Yeah,
it is garbage.
Now, what has been done since Disney? Mandalorian.
But what about
movies?
Fett.
What about movies?
Nothing.
So like,
there's the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
On Disney Plus. There's Mandalorian on Disney Plus, and Obi-Wan on Disney.
I kind of want to watch that one.
I haven't seen Obi-Wan.
I kind of want to watch that.
I've heard really good things, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
But
okay, so what about the Star Wars movie where I thought it was like not a part of the main thing, but it takes place going into the original first movie. Rebel something, or what was that one? Come on, nerd.
Come on, nerd. That was, oh my God. I know what you're talking about.
Let's see, Star Wars movies. It was like the last scene was the first scene.
The opening scene of episode 4.
Right. So there's Force Awakens. It wasn't that.
It wasn't Force Awakens.
It wasn't. I didn't like the last 3 movies at all.
I'll explain why most people don't.
Well, I just didn't like the whole Kylo Jin or whatever.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, that guy. I don't know. I didn't like that. It felt very like, oh, let's try to be Darth Vader, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to it.
Well, I'm sure there is.
There's a lot more to it on why most people don't like those 3 movies.
Because they sucked?
They do suck, but not because the special effects or anything was fucking terrible. It wasn't a poorly made movie.
No, sure,
It was badly written.
But those were not Disney?
Those are Disney.
Oh, that's what I was asking. So 3 movies are Disney then?
Yes.
Oh, that's why they sucked. Sorry, Disney.
Yeah.
But also not.
Do better.
Yeah, do better. Do better, Disney.
A lot of people don't like those movies because of how poorly written they were.
Okay.
The characters themselves were poorly written. So part of the reason why the original 3 movies did so well is because there's a natural character progression in Luke Skywalker. You see him start out as a little dusty nothing on Tatooine. Okay. And then there's a progression. He goes through training, and then he becomes a Jedi, and then he becomes like the Jedi Master, basically.
Yeah.
And Rey in the Disney movies, the Disney trilogy, the girl.
Like the Jedi girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rey didn't have that.
Okay.
You see Rey on Tatooine as like the dusty little nobody.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she gets her hands on a lightsaber, she has force powers, and she's able to go toe-to-toe with Kylo Ren.
Right off the bat.
Who's a trained Sith.
Right.
You know?
Right. Okay.
So everybody's kind of just like sitting back, and they're like, why is she out of nowhere just so powerful and knows how to do all of this stuff?
Yeah. Okay, so real quick, this thing that I just pulled up right here says this is the order in which you should watch Star Wars to understand it.
Is it called the Machete Order?
I have no idea. God, you're such a nerd. Okay, so this one starts off. I'm just going to read you the ones that it says to start with. So it says very first, start with Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Yes.
Okay, then you go to Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Then you go to Star Wars The Clone Wars, which is an animated
TV show.
Oh, it's a TV show.
It's an animated TV series.
Okay. Then you go to Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Solo, A Star Wars Story. Have you seen that one? Okay.
That's the story. That's Han Solo's origin story.
Sure, I figured that much. Then you go from there to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The TV show.
The TV show.
Okay.
And then you go to another animated show called Star Wars Rebels. Have you seen that? Geek. Then Rogue One. That's the one I was talking about. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story.
Yeah. Because they take place they tell backstory, basically.
Yeah, so this is going
like
through
context.
like chronological order from like the beginning of time and space.
Hey.
Then it goes into A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Then it goes to The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker.
Nice.
Is that the machete?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Machete Order is episodes 1 through 6.
Okay.
And it starts out with episode 4, and then when you learn about Anakin being Darth Vader, or you watch episodes 4 and 5, I believe, and when you find out that Anakin is Darth Vader, then you go back and you watch episodes, I think 1, 2, and 3. And so basically what it is it's treating, it puts like Vader's backstory in the middle of Luke's story.
Oh, is this Eddie Vader?
Yes. Yeah. I was about to just.
I know.
What was the first band you ever played in? I've always wanted to know this stuff, but I never asked you because I just didn't care until now.
Okay. Well, the very first band I ever played in. Like, okay, so define the first band I ever played in. You mean like the first band I ever played in and like actually went out and played shows?
Okay,
like
I'm not talking about like like elementary school. You played the violin.
Okay,
like
I didn't, by the way, but
but
I wanted to.
That was just me.
Yeah, did you play violin?
Yeah, dude.
Nerd.
And then I played the cello in junior high, and then
cello.
It's a bass.
Wow. Okay, so what do you mean? Like the first band that I actually like went and like played shows and like
the first band like you considered a band. You were like, dude, I'm in a fucking band.
Okay, so in high school we had a band called Niobium, which we pulled off of the periodic table. Okay. I think it was like a metal or something like that.
You guys are so metal.
Dude, we were so metal, bro.
They were Niobium.
We were like pop punk.
Niobium.
Yeah, so we had a band called Niobium, and we played, like the town that we grew up in. We played like the Heritage Day or whatever it was called. You know what I mean?
It's like
City's Town Day. You know what I mean?
Gay festival.
Yeah, and and that's exactly what it was. It was like a long, all-day festival where like vendors and stuff like that and whatever. They'd pull out a big trailer. So that thing started off, and we started playing, and then some group on like MySpace reached out to us, and they were like, "Hey, we've got that name, you can't have it," So it became a thing, and they threatened like lawsuit and all this stuff, and we were like,
you guys were in high school, you're like,
yeah, we were 15 years old, 16 years old, you know what I mean? We're like,
I don't have money to do this.
Yeah, we got to change this, we're gonna get sued, bro.
Tell them instead of telling them to fuck off.
Right. So we ended up changing it, and I don't remember how the name came across, but we got a random name. And it was called Hixel, which was Hixyl, which is actually what this tattoo is. That was our very first logo.
You're so cool, dude.
I am very cool.
You're fucking edgy.
Dude, I've got so much edge.
Yeah, he's such a fucking edgelord. Yeah. It's been 3 days. He's about to explode.
I'm about to explode from edging.
So edgelord Hyde.
But that band was like fun for what it was, you know, being a high school band. Like we would go and we would play every week. We'd get paid to go play at this Mexican restaurant. They had like a stage off to the side.
And you guys were a metal band?
No, it was like pop punk, honestly. Okay. Yeah. And we would play
like pop. When you say pop punk, like what bands were you kind of like?
Honestly, I wouldn't even know. I honestly wouldn't even be able to tell you what band. There was no influence necessarily. I mean, every one of us had our own different influences. You know, obviously me at the time, I was really heavily into X Japan. That's when I first started finding out about like J-Rock and Visual K and all that stuff. Our drummer was super into like Blink-182. Like Travis Barker was his idol. Yeah. You know, then our bass player was super into like Christian rock. And then our other guitar player was really into like Mudvayne and stuff like that. So we had this like very like eclectic combination of different like
very
sounds and stuff like that. Noise. So we didn't really have, you know, we'd have like the guitar player would bring in some riffs that were very Mudvayne sounding. Yeah. Or what we thought at the time would be like that. But then you'd have like these pop punk Travis Barker beats and like and the music was
doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I mean we had a great time with it. We had fun. But at that time it was really cool because like I said, we were like the high school band, you know what I mean? Like in the morning after the morning announcements and stuff like that, our music would come on.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean? So we felt like little rock stars being.
You had a tiny little high school too, though, didn't you?
Yeah, there was like 3 people there.
He was homeschooled. Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. You guys are awesome.
So
she's she's putting your album on the loudspeaker. The loudspeaker is just a boombox she sets on the table.
It was just a Walkman with the headphones inside a cup, just to amplify it. Don't forget to get your lunch.
Yeah, I packed your lunch for you, honey.
So I mean that stuff was cool. And then the Mexican restaurant that we played at every week. I mean, for what it was, we packed that place out. I mean, there was probably 50 to 100 people there every week. You know, which was super cool. You know, all of our friends and family would come out and we'd play the same 7 songs every week. But
so is it all still floating around on MySpace somewhere?
Some of it is for sure. Yeah, some of it is for sure. Well, not MySpace, but I mean, there's some stuff on YouTube, I think. Facebook.
What was it called?
Not gonna find it. I know for sure I've still got some of that stuff like in my hard drives. Yeah, but I don't know what and where's.
I'm gonna have to hear it.
I'll show you. So as a matter of fact, I actually ended up getting. Do you remember? You know my friend Miguel Owls? He does he's got that
vocalist.
Yeah. So I
don't know him, but I've heard of him.
Yeah. So I actually re-recorded all the music on my own, like in 2014, and I had him come add vocals to it. And I'll show you the difference between what we recorded in like 2005
on fucking GarageBand.
No, we actually went to a producer. You know,
a producer.
Yeah, we went to a sound engineer.
That was literally just some neck-bearded mouth breather dude. He was
he
was like, "Hey man, you give me $30, I got some microphones."
Right. Some shit he was super cool, dude. I mean, he was a really cool dude, and to this day, I still chat with him every once in a while. His name is Roger, and he just had like a very old school setup. He didn't have any like digital equipment. It was all analog. It was just like this big, and he was one of those producers or whatever that. Mm-hmm. You hit the record button and you're all playing. It wasn't like, hey, let's break this down. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like who we go to now. It's like everything's broken down and re-recorded until it's perfect.
It was kind of like a one take.
Exactly. We were all in a room.
See, but that's cool though, because I feel like that gives a different energy to the music.
It does. It makes things more raw. But when you're 15 years old and you're not trained to a metronome and you're not... You know what I mean? You've got no click track. You've got nothing keeping you there.
No inner ears.
It's all just raw. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you'll hear it and you'll be like,
"That's metal, though."
Ooh, this is cringy.
That's metal.
Yeah. Well, we were a metal band.
Metal.
So
fucking metal.
So our full podcast will be available to our patrons only.
Yep.
But we will be picking out like a little segment for the rest of you guys every time that we do a podcast that will be available on YouTube. But if you guys want the actual full content, the behind the scenes, you guys want all that stuff, make sure to check out the Patreons.
Yeah, so, either Patreon. It does not matter which one you get in on. Both Patreons. But yeah, we're gonna do some fun shit. We're just getting this started, so it's going to be kind of a raw experience for you guys to tag along with us. It'll be a lot of fun. You guys will get to see it grow as we develop it, and the set is going to change and get perfected.
What's the podcast called?
Ooh, I don't know.
All the Ass.
All the Ass.
All the Ass. No, we don't have a name yet. We're just kind of running with it. But we'll definitely keep you guys posted. People have been asking me to do a podcast for the last year and a half anyways. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've gotten much. I
did a podcast. I've actually done 2 different podcasts. One was like we would have conspiracy theorists come on the podcast, and they would like explain to us what their theory was, and then we would get an opportunity to ask them questions and like go through kind of their like logic, like how they got to that point and what they actually believe. We had one dude come on and talk about how all of the birds in the United States are androids.
Oh,
and how the government uses birds to spy on people, and how.
So none of the birds are Apple; they're all Android.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
You fucking nerd, dude.
That makes sense. You gotta have a product that actually works.
Yeah. Right.
So get your Android birds.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we were talking about music. Well, do you want to talk a little bit about yours or not really? Okay.
No.
All right.
That's a touchy subject. I don't like it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So what about your second band?
My what?
Your second band.
My second band? That's No Silence.
Yeah.
I'm all the talent. I do everything.
You do. Except
guitar.
Sing, play.
Except sing,
perform,
guitar.
write, record.
I do all of it. Except for all of the musical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's the non-musical band member.
Yeah. Yep.
How are you, like, in all seriousness, how are you enjoying what you've been part of so far? Like,
I like it.
What do you think of like what's going on?
I like it. For me, I don't know. It's more of like a fulfillment thing. I'm one of those people that I really enjoy doing stuff and having that, not necessarily instant gratification, but
Sure.
a situation where you put in hard work and you see the difference that it's making.
Yeah.
You know, so when I was in the military, that was one thing that I had a really fucking hard time with on like my second and third deployment. Well, even on my first deployment, but we would be going through getting missions and stuff, and we would be completing these missions, but nothing was ever changing. There was no progression, you know?
Yeah.
Like when special forces units like Navy SEALs and Delta Force and SF and stuff like that go out and they go on a mission, those guys, they have like a specific thing that they're set out to do, a specific person to capture or to kill or whatever. And if that person dies or that person gets caught, there's an instant change in the dynamic of the enemy.
Sure.
You know? And when I'm doing shit with you guys, there's an instant change in how everything plays out. Like if I were to just sit back and not do anything, you guys have to handle all of the stuff on the stage. You guys are like running around doing all this other stuff instead of focusing on getting mentally prepped and like thinking about
performing
the songs and performing and getting in the right headspace and stuff.
Well, I will say that it's definitely nice, you know, having somebody who can manage that stuff in a proper way. You know what I mean? Because everybody wants to help, you know. Hey, bro, let me help you. What do you need from me? Nothing, because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but it sometimes makes a bigger mess and makes things harder.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because there's people that are like, okay, well, I'm here to help, but I actually don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, which we've had that happen more than one time. But, you know, with you, now that I've showed you, hey, like, this is the way that I like my stuff set up. It's really simple, but you know it and you got it down.
Yeah.
It makes it easier for me to focus on, hey, these people are trying to get pictures. These people are trying to get their boobies signed. These people are trying to get this and that done. I mean, realistically, it is what it is, like, right? I mean, you saw that shit happen. Like, these people are trying to get this stuff done with us, and if we're like, oh, no, we got to go do this, and we got to spend 15 minutes getting everything unwrapped, record, you know, it just makes things a little bit more stressful and a little less fun. But, I mean, it takes you all of, what, 10 minutes to get everything I mean, not even.
Aside from Abel and Tristan's stuff, because it's all drums and shit.
Yeah.
He's very particular, and I haven't got him to like. I'm breaking him down. I'm getting into that point where he's like, okay, you can touch my shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Abel,
what about with Abel? Yeah.
Abel still will try to do it himself. Gotcha. He's like, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. Yeah. And it's not that he's like,
don't touch my stuff.
Right. He's just like, I'll help you out. I'll just do it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if maybe he's just like, he's a super sweet dude. I love him to death. I think it's maybe he has like a little bit of social anxiety, and as long as he's messing with that stuff, people aren't talking to him. He doesn't have to like.
He's definitely not as like, I guess, just social.
Yeah,
but he's not social either.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
but he's definitely a little bit more uncomfortable than say like me or you know.
Well, you're a fucking social butterfly out there.
Or Brian. You know. Yeah. So
like Abel still tries to like do shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, just give me your stuff.
Meanwhile, I take full advantage of it. I'm like, all right, see you guys. I'm gonna go sign some titties.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, here.
Yeah.
We still need
throw me my pen.
Yeah, we still need to do that TikTok. By the way,
I know. Don't say anything yet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is, but it's gonna be a good one.
It's a pretty good.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's a pretty good TikTok. So,
you look like you'd bully me, but also bake me cookies on a bad day.
He would. He's done that to me. He's actually bullied me and baked me cookies at the same time. Speaking of which, we need cookies. So I'm going to need you to bake some cookies.
I have to bake you cookies?
Yeah.
First of all.
But you got to wear like...
Only an apron.
Just an apron.
Yeah.
But it's like a plastic apron.
Like a see-through one? Or
it's like basically just saran wrap.
Or like a mortuary apron?
No, just like a see-through one.
All right. Well, you're going to be disappointed with what you see. It's going to be a whole lot of dingle and not a whole lot of dangle.
Just baking cookies with a Q-tip hanging between your legs.
Yeah. It'll be upsetting, dude. It'll be really upsetting. I don't think you're ready for that.
Speaking of music and Q-tips and dangling and Tommy Lee.
Dude. Have you got... Oh, man, dude. I can't believe that shit fucking happened.
I didn't see it.
I heard about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard about it, but obviously I didn't see his fucking...
I saw some picture of him on like Facebook or something, and I'm sure that's what it was talking about, but I didn't read it.
Yeah.
Kind of assumed it had something to do just with the fact that they're on tour right now, and I don't know. I didn't even look into it, didn't read it, and then you said that, and I was like,
Yeah. So apparently, he took a picture and put it up on Instagram, and either I don't know if he knew. I mean, you kind of have to. I mean, but apparently his shit was in full view.
Nice.
Like not covered, just out.
On. I mean, I can't see him really like
giving a shit.
Yeah, it's Tommy Lee. It's Tommy Lee.
Well, who hasn't seen that? And like, he's a fucking, regardless of your views on him, he's a sex icon because of the whole Pam Anderson situation. Right. Everybody's seen it.
I'm just waiting for Machine Gun Kelly to come out and do it now.
Yeah, right.
You know,
I'm the next one.
Yeah,
I'm the next fucking.
Seeing as he played Tommy Lee in the.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm the next Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
How'd you like that movie?
I thought it was a good movie.
I thought it was all right.
I watched it a couple times.
Despise Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I will say that I thought he did a pretty decent job at that. I thought he played the part to what I kind of expected it to be like, but maybe a little bit more mild. Like I feel like he still kind of had like a really childish kind of demeanor about him.
He played
seeing as I think he likes children.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, he's getting a lot of heat for that right now.
Which one?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh yeah. Well, look at his fucking music. It's like catering to a young teen audience.
Yeah, but we don't need to get into all that.
Well, and then he says that he's fucking rock and roll, but it's like pop punk.
Yeah.
Like baby pop punk. Like just fucking pop punk.
Yeah, just like eating, like nibbling on cloacas.
Yeah, he's just nibbling right there. Just the cloaca of pop punk. He's just
the cloaca of pop punk.
Yeah, dude.
New podcast name.
The cloaca of pop punk.
Yeah.
Pod punk.
Pod punk. Oh man, what's going on, everybody?
Dude, if somebody hasn't used that as a name for their podcast, they're missing an opportunity.
Pod punk.
The cloaca.
The cloaca of pod punk. I think that's a good one.
The cloaca of pod punk.
We need to get you a new microphone stand.
Yeah, because I broke it.
Took you a long time.
I know. I was like trying to think of what the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just like an Amazon Basics one, I think. But
Amazon Basics?
Yeah, it's like the
Walmart
cheap, like it's the Amazon brand of pretty much anything. But it's just like the.
Have you ever noticed though? Like honestly, like Amazon stuff is pretty like low quality.
Oh yeah, because it's made in like some dusty third world country for 10 cents. Yeah, Amazon
like how it had
Basics
to be a
stuff.
dusty third world country.
Well, I mean, they're not gonna make it in like. No, they're gonna make it as cheaply and as inefficiently as possible, because they're gonna capitalize as much as they possibly can.
Sure. Yeah,
which is exactly what I would do.
Me too.
Yeah,
in a dusty third world country.
Dusty third world country.
Here's your 25 cents. We're gonna sell this for $50.
Here's a bag of rice. That's your pay for the month. Like,
damn. Now you're throwing the rice into it.
Yeah, Amazon's fucking ruthless, dude.
That's what I've heard.
They were catching a whole bunch of shit too for like their business practices
and stuff like that.
All sorts of stuff. Even working in like the Amazon factories here, the Amazon warehouses. When I was doing private security.
Have you ever seen the people that worked at Amazon in the Amazon though?
No.
Dude.
No. They work at the Amazon?
They work in the Amazon. At the Amazon, in the Amazon, on the Amazon.
On the Amazon River.
Yeah.
In the Amazon.
And it's like they got to work primetime hours too. So they're on that Amazon Prime.
That's where you get Amazon Prime.
That's exactly where you get it. It's just a bunch of really tall women that work there.
Amazonians?
Yeah, they're all like 6 foot feet.
But they only have 6 foot feet?
6 foot
They
feet.
just have
6 foot feet.
So I thought you said 6 foot
tall.
feet.
No.
Like just super long feet, just boats, dude.
They're the same. They're the same height as their feet are long.
Yeah, they're 6 foot tall and 6 foot long feet.
Yeah, it's 6 foot feet.
Jesus Christ!
I don't think he had anything to do with it.
Jesus?
Yeah.
I don't think he has anything to do with any of it.
Jesus, Francis, what?
Jerry Francis Christ.
Jerry Francis Christ. Oh man. Anyways, back to the Amazon women.
Yeah, the Amazonians.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I'm about to.
Yeah, right. Because I tell you.
Yeah.
Whenever random facts pop into my head, I have to get them out.
Yeah, and it's always like, did you know?
Yeah. Did you know? Hello and welcome to AOL Movie Phone. But did you know that historically there has been records kept of the Amazonian tribes, and that they would sever one of their breasts so that they could shoot a bow and arrow without the bowstring clipping their chest?
That's savage. What did they do with it afterwards?
I'll tell you exactly what they did with it afterwards.
They ate it.
No, they would turn it to leather and use it as water drink, like bags.
No way.
I'm dead serious, dude.
That's gnarly.
That is so fucking heathen, like crazy.
So heathen. Dang.
That's fucking metal,
savage.
dude.
Yeah. So that's way more metal than niobium.
Wow, way more metal than niobium.
Yeah. Somebody needs to call them and tell them they can't use that tactic anymore.
Niobium needs. I wonder if they're still a band. We need to look
doubt
that up.
it. I doubt it.
That
I
up.
think they were from like New York.
Yeah, but they were gonna sue you for the name.
I know.
So they obviously were connected.
They should still. I guarantee they were probably nobodies, dude, and we just didn't even know how to look into it. You know what I mean? Because if you're somebody, you're not worried about a bunch of 15-year-old kids with a name. Like, what did you think we were gonna do? Like,
well, yeah, unless you're like stirring up. Unless it's like a situation where, like, somebody named their band Falling in Reverse, right? After Ronnie Radke's already at this level of fame, right?
Yeah. Well,
nobody's running around naming their band Kiss.
Right.
Nobody's running around naming their band fucking Journey, you know? So it would have to be at a point where like they're about to get big and they don't want to get mistaken for somebody else who's doing something decent.
Well, even like with No Silence, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's 2 or 3 other people on Spotify or whatever that go by the name No Silence. So a lot of people will be like, "Hey, I listened to your song so and so," and I'm like, we don't have a song called that. And they're like, "It was really good," and I was like, "Nope, not
Dang,
us." Darn it,
poop.
Yeah.
No, I know there's one where there's no space in between it. It's like No Silence, all one word.
Don't they have like a picture of like a desert or something?
I think so.
It's like very tan colored,
so,
imagery. Not us.
What we need to do is I'll message him. I'll write a strongly worded email. Get rid of this name.
We're going to sue you.
You need to change your name. We'll see you in court.
You better be 16 years old.
Why?
So we can intimidate you. Easy.
I was like,
why?
I was like, Hyde. Calm down, Machine Gun Kelly.
Right?
Hey.
No,
we're back. Full circle.
Yeah, no, we came all the way back twice. Went back to Niobium and Machine Gun Kelly.
There you go. There you go. It happens.
It did.
So what did you want to be when you grew up?
Exactly what I am right now.
Yeah?
Pretty much.
Nice,
I mean, the farthest back that I can remember was telling my dad that I wanted to be a photographer. And I was probably in middle school. Mm-hmm. It was like at that point in my time where I was starting to get interested in women. You know what I mean? Not that I was like interested in men before that, but I was like young, you know? So I was like thinking, God, it would be really fun to be a Sports Illustrated photographer, you know?
Well, yeah.
But that's not what I told him. I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to be a photographer for National Geographic. In my head, though, I was like, Sports Illustrated.
Like, maybe if I can go to the Amazon, see some of these wild tribes where
the one-titted women.
Yeah, where they don't wear bras.
Yeah, well, they wear like one cup.
Yeah, they don't believe in clothes.
Yeah,
they're so lost in the forest.
I really want to take a picture of a 6 foot feet.
Yeah, 6 foot feet.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to be, and
nice.
After many other things that I didn't want it to be, I got what I wanted
to be.
I got what I wanted to be.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's like you're drawing it or something. Like you're just pulling it out of a hat. You're like,
car salesman? No.
Shit, dude.
H&R Block? No.
Damn.
Mountain Mike's Pizza? No. I mean, these are all.
You worked for H&R
Bro,
Block?
I've had so many jobs. It's stupid.
Damn. I've had 4 jobs.
Okay.
5 different jobs.
I started at 15 years old because I wanted a new guitar. I wanted a new guitar, and my parents were like, we just bought you one. If you want one, you're going to have to go get a job. And it's like, okay, I can do that. So I think it was during summer break. I went out and I worked at a gas station, and I would clean up like spills from drinks and mop the floor and take out the trash and stuff like that. So that was like my summer job as a kid.
Was it difficult cleaning the glory holes?
No. Just wipe them. I still got the moment. You know,
a little baby wipe all the way around.
Just gotta clean.
One fell
No, but
swoop,
I will
dude.
say this: the worst part was the homeless people that would come in there and just like
defecate all over the place.
All over the place, dude. Just squat and just.
I'll tell you what, man.
I was 15 though. I said I'm not cleaning that up.
Oh,
I'm not.
I'm
not cleaning. That
I don't
up.
get paid for.
No, I will lose this job. I don't need a guitar that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Sweet Lou cleans no man's poo.
That's right. So so I left that. I think probably because I started school back up. I got the guitar, and then what was my second job? I think it was Little Caesars. Yeah, I think it was Little Caesars. So I worked there for a little bit. I was still in high school, and then friends of mine at the time, they owned the Mountain Mikes across the street. So they're like, "Hey, why don't you come work for us? We'll give you more money." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I became a head delivery driver there, which was actually a really fun job. Yeah. I showed up to work, put pizzas in a bag, took off driving all night long. I just came back long enough to pick up more pizzas and go. I got to meet a lot of really cool, interesting people, and tips were really good. And sometimes make $200-$300 in a night. Damn, dude. Yeah, it wasn't a bad gig for being in high school. You know what I mean?
Definitely not.
Then I quit that because I was trying to go be closer to my girlfriend at the time.
Gross, dude.
Super gross. So that's when I started working for H&R Block. And I was just like a receptionist or whatever.
You set up the
appointments and yeah.
I was gonna say, dude, how come you didn't fucking help me with my taxes?
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know anything about taxes back then. What did I do from there? Let's see. Then I went to an alarm system company.
I remember you telling me about that, like door-to-door
sales, dude. That was a gnarly job. I was really good at it though. Like I was really good at it. They called me. My nickname was Hat Trick because almost every day I'd have 3 sales when other people were maybe getting 1. I was just really good at that job.
Well, that's what happens when you fucking hypnotize people and con them into spending money on shit.
I did have a guy get really mad at me one time. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Because you just said conning him in. He opened the door and he got really angry with me.
Like from the get-go?
Yeah, right off the bat. He was like, "Why do you want to know if I have an alarm system?" And I was like, "Because it's my job. Like, trying to get you one if you don't have one." He's like, no, I think that you're trying to scope out my place and see. Yeah, like it just turned into this whole situation where he was angry at me because he thought I was trying to like scope out his house to come break in. If he,
you know what I would have done? I would have looked in and be like,
yeah, there's nothing in here.
Nah, it ain't worth my time.
Yeah,
and then turn around and walk away.
No, so he like screamed at me, bro. He was like, get out of here! I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your face. Like he was angry. So he says, get out of my town before I call the police or whatever. So I was just like, oh my God, whatever. So I left and I walked next door, continuing my job, because my job is to go door to door. So I went to the next house, knocked on the door. This old lady answered, and I started chatting with her about it. Well, a dude comes over. It was his mom's house. He was even more livid. He was even more livid.
Steal from a little old lady?
Yeah. So
actually, Chad.
Yeah. So that job didn't last too long. I went to... I skipped a job. I had another job doing like stocking beverages for a company in between. So I don't know how many jobs we're at now. Then I went to CarMax. I did car sales. And then I left that job. And I think the next job that I had was at Ulta. Mm-hmm. And then I did hair in a salon. And then I started my photography business.
Nice.
A lot of jobs.
I went in high school. I worked at Quiznos. That was my first ever job, ladies and germs. Quiznos subs. Nice. Still to this day, I love Quiznos.
I don't know that I've ever eaten
I think
there.
Quiznos is better than
Subway.
I
mean, that's not setting the bar very high, though. But Subway's not great.
Subway's not great. Yeah. But for like a fast food,
sure.
Like
Quiznos is way better.
Quiznos is way better.
Quiznos tomorrow?
Sure. Just, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just,
they have like this, They have, at least they used to. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have like, you would take the chicken and you'd put it into this little basket, and it was only for certain sandwiches, but you would take the chicken, you put it in this little basket, and then you dunk it in like this hot water with seasoning, and it would like, the chicken was already cooked, but you would go all day dunking cooked chicken in this fucking stuff, dude. Yeah. And it was so gross. There was always like little bits of chicken like floating in
the water.
In the water, dude. And it was like all seasoning. Yeah. I don't remember what the purpose of that was, obviously, to season the chicken, but it was only on certain sandwiches. So just don't do that because that's gross.
So just don't get any sandwiches with chicken in it.
Well, if they go to like put it into like a little basket and dunk it. I'll be there with you. So I'll be like,
no.
None
of that. Dunking your chicken.
But they toast your bread. They send it through this little toaster, and then they'll bring it out, and then they put all the sandwich meat on it and the cheese and everything, and then they send it back through the toaster, and it like melts everything. Chef's kiss.
We love our chicken meats.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was Quiznos, and then I left Quiznos because I was super uber duper Mormon, and I went on a mission for a little bit. And then I came home. We'll skim right over that. I don't want to talk about that time in my life. And then I came home. I did Target. I worked at a super Target. That was pretty fun. And then I graduated high school and went straight into the Army. As soon as I got out of the Army, I went to barber school. Yep, Pornhub. All of them, dude. All of them.
All the Pornhubs?
All the Pornhubs. Okay. I don't even know the names of fucking porn websites, but all of them.
I see. Yeah, got you. So,
is
there more than just one?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Okay.
You want to know how I just... that's it.
Okay.
And
man,
that's a segment we'll cut out with the glory hole fucking wiping segment. Yeah. So after the Army, I went to barber school, and I worked as a barber through school. I didn't really like work as a barber, but because I wasn't licensed or anything. But
oh yeah. So wait, what do you mean you worked as a barber but didn't work as a barber?
Oh, I like cut hair out of my house and shit.
Oh, I see.
But
we'll cut that out too.
Yeah,
And what are they gonna do now? Take your license?
They'll ban me from going to boards, which I'm never gonna do, so it doesn't fucking matter anyways. But I cut hair out of my house, and then I got into private security. I started doing private security work, and then after that, or technically before that, I worked at gun store. I was a instructor, like a firearms instructor. Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I worked as a firearms instructor, pistol, rifle, shotgun, and then I did the private security stuff. I worked for a CEO of a news company. I was like personal bodyguard for him for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Because their news company did like some stories on some people, and those people weren't happy about it and threatened like a bomb and like
they took their band name, huh?
Yeah, it's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Which is a serious offense, dude.
It's a crazy offense.
I've heard that if you get charged with stealing a band name, it's actually a felony offense.
Yeah. Somebody drops bombs on your house.
Yeah, they'll drop bombs on your house.
CIA.
Yeah, CIA, FBI, NSA, TSA. They're the worst ones. NBA, WNBA.
Oh, don't you want to go with those ones? the AWNBA, the Amazon woman.
NCAA.
Okay. The AAA.
All of them, dude. All of the acronyms. Every single one of them you could think of.
Yes.
The FDA.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
you got to watch out for those guys. Yeah, for sure.
Fucking pricks.
Yeah. The JFCs.
Yep. The JFKs. All of them.
The Jerry Francis Christs.
Yep.
Yeah. The cloaca eaters.
The cloaca
Associate. The EAC.
Yeah.
the CEA.
The CEA. The
Nope,
Cloaca Eaters of America.
There it is. CEA.
We'll get it. We'll figure it out.
CNA.
Yeah.
Cloaca Nibblers of America.
We'll figure it out.
Jerry.
Whatever the acronym is,
Yeah.
we'll get a name for it.
That's what it's got to be.
So yeah, I did that, and then I decided I didn't want to fucking do that shit anymore. So that's about the time that I met you, and started streaming and doing all this stuff like full time. I started getting back into my artwork while I was working security, and that's what led me to meet Hyde.
Aw, shucks.
Yes, I am. I'm not. I mean, local to Modesto is in like I live here, but I'm not like a local. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a transplant.
Yeah. Anyway. Not going there.
All right, we'll skip it.
You can't cut that one out of TikTok Live.
We'll skip it.
Love the ring. Thank you. Here now. Well, now what? That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me a joke, Hyde. Tell me a joke.
I don't have anything queued up.
Tell me a joke, dude. Off the top of your head, just go. 1, 2, 3, go.
My dog.
Your dog's a joke?
Yeah, lately. I found out he's got like crazy separation anxiety.
He also has massive testicles.
Dude, this dog has the biggest balls I've ever seen on any camel.
On any camel? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jerry Francis Christ.
Yep. This dog's, he's something else. Such a sweet dog.
Massive testicles.
Such a sweet dog, but also kind of lacking in the brain department.
Just a big soft dummy.
Yeah, like his brain cavity is full of just fur also.
It's just marbles rolling around in there.
Yeah.
Which coincidentally is actually what the inside of my brain looks like.
I know. I saw that scan that you had done. Yeah, it was just a bunch of marbles.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, dude. Like the synapses, they're just not like...
Is that a fly on the blinds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a spider. Did you get it?
Mr. Miyagi, motherfucker.
Did you get it?
Yeah, dog. Oh, my thumb got stuck.
Put it in your. Oh, okay.
Put it in my mouth.
No, I'm not gonna tell you where to put it. You're gonna have to go out the other way. You're gonna have to go out to the garage or the back door. It wasn't a black widow, fortunately. Now that we got that out of the way.
On that topic, TikTok fucking sucks recently, dude.
TikTok it's on one for sure.
Dude, I'm heavily contemplating, like not streaming on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been kind of in the same boat lately.
Yeah. I need to get my Instagram to 10,000.
Instagram's not much better, bro.
It might not be like there's trade-offs. There's trade-offs because TikTok has like organic growth, like really solid organic growth. But now what they've started doing is they've started to get into the ads and like the promotion stuff, like Instagram was.
Yeah.
So now what they're doing is they're artificially restricting your content instead of allowing it to grow like it's been doing, and like holding on to what Instagram and YouTube and all these other platforms have been trying to do.
Right.
And now they're artificially restricting it to encourage people to pay to have their views go up.
Right.
Which I've got almost 140,000 followers on TikTok, and my stuff would be seen by those people anyways.
Right.
So all they're doing is, instead of showing it to 10,000 people, they're showing it to 2,000 people.
Right.
So that I pay them to show it to the 10,000.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
just put my shit up and let people look at it. Like,
Right. I feel like it'd be better for the platform if they just let people grow and then bring them more money.
yeah.
So if you think about it, you go live and those people are gifting or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok's already taken 80% of that.
Mm-hmm.
So if all 250,000 of mine or 140 of yours got access to your live stream and your content, it would only bring more people, bring more money, bring more engagement.
Yeah. And then TikTok would be benefiting.
Yeah.
But
So I don't really understand the,
it seems like they're trying harder to make money off of their, they're trying harder to make money off of the creators than they are trying to make money off of the viewers the support.
Yeah. Which again makes no sense. But I also believe fully that everybody who got on that creator fund kind of got shafted.
Screwed. Yeah. Especially in growth wise.
Absolutely.
Like,
well, I mean, think about it. The more growth you make, the more they have to pay you, because your creator fund is now based off of how many views you get. You're making money off TikTok. So the more views that they give you, the more they got to pay you.
yeah.
You know, and I think that's why a lot of people on the creator fund are not getting the views, is because TikTok's suppressing that so they don't have to pay as much out.
But it doesn't make any sense to me though,
because those are the same people making you your money.
Those are all the people making you. Like, look at that guy Brody Wellmaker. Mm-hmm. He does all the content where it's like, he acts as like a teen making TikToks, and his mom comes in and is always like watching him, like judging him making his TikToks or whatever.
Yeah,
dude's got millions of followers, right? And he's got 3 separate accounts, I believe. He's got one for the kid, one for the mom, and one for the dad. And he's different characters on all of these different on all of the different profiles. So he posts like the mom would post, like I don't know, late 40s mom finding TikTok for the first time, and so she's like trying to record stuff, and it always ends up like fucking weird or cringy or whatever. But he's bringing in so many fucking people just because his content from TikTok is being shared on other platforms. And so people are going to TikTok to see his content, and then that makes it so that ads that people post up or whatever are being seen, which pays TikTok. They're like, all of their content and stuff they're making money off of, because all of these people are bringing people to the platform, and then they're like collecting money in this hand and then telling the creators to fuck off with the other.
Right. Yeah.
And they're just capitalizing as much as humanly possible and treating their creators like fucking trash, which is why so many creators have started going from TikTok over to YouTube or transitioning back over to Instagram. And here in the next couple of years, I think TikTok's just going to fucking die off.
I mean, if they keep going the way that they're going, probably, you know, but, you know, maybe there's going to be something else.
Oh, there'll always be something else.
Well, for sure.
There's always going to be a new
there was a few that tried popping up over the last year. There was a couple at least that I know.
And it's all been very, very similar to TikTok.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, because they're all modeling after TikTok. Yeah. TikTok being the most successful one right now, they're modeling after that. You know, I
miss Vine.
I mean, but Vine was just TikTok.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was TikTok, but without all of the other like weird fucking shit. I don't remember ever seeing an ad on Vine.
Oh, I don't know about that. I didn't use it. I mean, I'm not saying Vine is TikTok, but it was the same concept.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I think TikTok originally was Musical.ly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And it was all about like dancing and singing and shit.
Yeah. Which is why I never really wanted to get into TikTok when it was introduced to me, because I was like, I'm not a 12-year-old dancing little girl. Like, I might look like it, but I'm not. You know what I mean? So
I've been meaning to ask you, what's it like having the body of a 13-year-old boy that has the body of a 12-year-old girl?
Yes.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Boom. There they are. Fucking cantaloupes, dude.
Oh, Draven. Yeah. You see the way he just looks back at me? Yeah. What do you want, Dad?
Sup, Draven? What, dude? Did you wink at me?
He definitely did.
Get the fuck out of here,
That's
dude.
that's why I left him home with you guys, or left you two home alone all day.
Yeah.
I noticed the winking going on.
He loves me.
He does. He's a good boy.
Yeah,
When he's not being a not good boy.
he's the goodest boy.
Good boy. See, he's like, oh, I like that word. Good boy. Except when he's chewing on my door.
Yeah. Gotta chew on something, dude.
Chew on your paw, not my door.
No,
That's actually more expensive. Yeah. That actually cost me more money probably. So we need to have that hide and seek match.
We do. That needs to be.
I can't be streaming at that time because then they would see where I'm hiding or how I got to the place that I'm hiding, and they would tell you, oh, it's, up, whatever.
Are you suggesting that your followers would rat you out?
Absolutely. We've got some moles.
Some moles?
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. They always, every stream, somebody asked me to go scare you.
Yeah.
And
fuck you for that.
Thank you. Right. And a couple of the times that I've done that or didn't do it, but they thought I was going to do it, people have let you know, oh, he's going to come in there, right? Yeah, because I remember you telling me somebody was like warning you that I was coming up, or somebody else said that somebody commented something.
Oh, yeah. People tell me that you're behind me because they're trying to get me to look back there.
Oh, even when I'm not there?
Yeah. Oh, all the time.
Yeah, no.
All the time.
This was, oh, Hyde's on his way up. He's streaming right now. Or like when I was streaming, somebody went over there and said, oh, Hyde's on his way up there to scare you. Even though I wasn't, somebody had put that in your comment. Anyway, my point is, yes, somebody would definitely
Hyde thinks his followers are rats.
Well, we've got some mutuals.
We do.
And,
we have a few we have a few people that follow. I mean, I'm sure most of my followers follow you.
Yeah.
I would almost guarantee that almost all of my followers follow you.
All of them?
Almost all of them. But I've been told a number of times that they found me through you, or they found you through me, like just because of how close we are in
collaboration.
This
made him
for those
excited.
of you at home, this is a visual representation of our cloacas touching.
No, that's our broacas. Eat my broaca, Satanus.
Eat my broaca, Jerry. No, Rick, it is you who must nibble my cloaca.
But we need to make that happen.
Yeah.
There's a pretty heavy wager on that.
Yes, there is. And I feel like
Somebody's watching you?
somebody's watching me. No, but I feel like the person who put up the wager is definitely capable of coming clean on it, but has never said something that they didn't do yet.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I feel like it's.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a legitimate wager.
Yeah.
It's just a wager that I almost feel bad kind of accepting.
It's
a hefty.
It's a hefty price.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be some grade A content. It's gonna be like 25 minutes of me.
I was just gonna say, how long do you think it'll take you to find me if you don't find? We've also got to put a timer on it. Like, there's got to be a timer.
All right, 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Okay, we've agreed on 30 minutes. If you don't find me within 30 minutes, you lose. And then you have to go back outside so I can get out of that hiding spot.
Whatever, dude.
So that way, next time we do this, you can. This is going to be an ongoing thing.
I still reserve the right.
I disagree.
You can't mess with the lights.
Why?
Because. And then you can't scare me when I find you.
I promise you I won't scare you. Well, hold on. I take that back.
No.
if you find me, I'm gonna try to scare you.
Okay.
But I probably won't scare you.
But you can't fuck with the lights.
There was a deal on my end of that, though.
What?
I don't remember. But I said, if I'm going to make that deal with you... Oh, okay. I'll tell you exactly what it was. I'll make that deal with you, but you have to tell me where you think the hiding place is.
No, because if I tell you where I think the hiding place is, you're going to switch it.
I'm not going to switch it.
You already said you had 4.
I'm not going to switch it.
You already said you had 4.
I know, but I have a place in my mind.
Nope.
I'll make you a deal.
I trust you,
I'll make you a deal. No, I promise you. You tell me where you think it is. I won't switch it up. And I won't mess with the lights.
No.
Just tell me.
I think you're going to hide under your bed. Like you're going to raise the bed up because the controller is on a cable and it can reach under the bed. So you'll go under the bed and then you lower the bed on top of you.
Okay, good.
And you could be on the front or the back because both of them go up.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. So now you can't fuck with the lights.
Okay.
So when I turn all the lights on in the house and run up the electrical bill, you can't fuck with them.
Okay. Well, now that you brought electricity into this, you got 10 minutes. you got 10 minutes.
The price of running a light bulb is like you could run a light bulb all year long and then run it or have a light on all year long, and then the next year not have it on at all. And the difference in your electrical bill, especially because you got all these LED bulbs in here, the difference in your electrical bill is going to be
minute
dollars.
Yeah, I like dollars.
I know you like dollars.
I like dollars.
You like dollars with digits behind them, not like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I like lots of digits. Okay, well, good. I'm glad that you told me that's what you thought. That's an interesting thing.
I'm a smart dude. Okay. I'm a smart cookie. Okay. Don't say okay like you're doubting me.
No.
You're like, no, okay.
I just thought you knew where I was gonna hide, and I'm a little disappointed.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm a little disappointed, Cloaca
There's
boy.
that. There's the Anne Frank room in your closet.
That's so easy, though.
That is so easy.
Why would
There's
I have
the little backspace in the pantry.
Too easy. So I'll tell you right now, that's not them. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break that to you.
I'm still gonna check them though.
Well, that's fine. You check them all you want. As a matter of fact, check them 3 times. I'm still not going to be there. As a matter of fact, check them 10 times because that just prolongs the 30 minutes.
Guess what?
What?
Fuck you.
No.
Whatever, dude. Not like that, Hyde.
It's like if you find it, maybe. If you can find it.
If I can find Hyde, I can find the
G-spot.
Yeah, there you
go. Okay. So we should do that tomorrow then.
All right.
Are you going to do that on live?
Yeah, I have to be live.
Oh, that's true.
Or at least recording.
No, it's going to be live.
You know what would be really funny, though, is to have a GoPro.
On your head?
Yeah.
I have a GoPro.
We could do that. I walk around and carry it in my mouth so it's like you can hear me breathing around the outsides of the camera.
You don't have one?
I have 3 of them.
But not here. You can take...
I packed up a whole bunch of stuff in Arizona. And
you can take one of my cameras, and I'll take the other camera and put it into a video.
You have 2 GoPros? Or these cameras? All right.
You just have to carry it around while you're live streaming. Nah, that might not work. You'll try to open a door or something and drop my camera on the ground.
Yeah, because I would drop your camera before I'd drop my fucking phone.
Yeah, we could easily replace that.
Yeah.
That?
This would be a lot less expensive than replacing that.
By about 4 times.
Yeah.
What do those run, like $1,000?
Like I think this one was like $1,200.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. I think that lens on that camera anyway was about $1,200, just the lens. Yeah, the bodies themselves, each one of those bodies were $3,500.
It's fucking expensive, dude.
It's crazy.
You know how much this body was?
$23.
Free 99.
Oh, so 99 cents?
Free 99.
So $99?
No. All right. I got it on a 5-finger discount.
It's better than a 5-finger death punch.
Yeah. I stole that shit.
You did?
A 5-finger death punch?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be interested to find, I'm sure I could Google it, but it'd be interesting to find out where they came up with that name.
Somebody got punched.
And it killed them.
And died, yeah. And then it was a 5-finger death punch.
So what it was is
Do you want to find out right now?
Sure. It's worth a Google.
It's worth a Google. Where did Five Finger Death Punch get their name? Often shortened to Five Finger or Death Punch, also abbreviated as American form. The band's name comes from the kung fu movie The Five Fingers of Death. That's actually not as interesting as I was hoping it would be.
Yeah.
You mean you got it from a movie? I mean, it's cool. I was just hoping there was like a story behind it.
Yeah, a little bit more of a story.
Yeah.
But it also shows that they're kind of just regular fucking dudes that watch
TV.
kung fu movies.
Or at least one of them.
At least one.
Came and he was like, "Hey, I got this great name for a band." And they're like, "All right, let's hear it." He said, Five Finger Death Punch. They're like, "Dude, you watch too many kung fu movies."
Yeah. And then
and they're like, "But also okay."
But also, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, if you had a band name, what would you name it?
If I had a band,
Yeah.
what would I name the band?
If you had a band, what would you name it? Yeah. The Secondary?
Obviously, the Cloaca Nibblers. Cloaca Munchers.
Okay. Just Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry's Cloaca.
Jerry. Bird Person's Cloaca.
That's a great band name.
I feel like you would have to. I don't know, dude. I'm not like clever with that sort of thing.
I feel like you could be if you tried.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, well, we're sitting about an
I like
hour.
Bird Person's Cloaca.
I think that's good too. Bird Person's Cloaca.
What's your favorite sex position?
The vampire style.
There you go.
You just hang upside down from the ceiling.
Isn't that Spider-Man?
Oh, is that a thing?
Pretty sure.
Oh.
You see the Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire where he's like hanging upside down and then they kiss?
Oh yeah, that's
Pretty sure you can make that work.
okay. It's like standing 69.
Yeah.
Okay.
The handstand. Hey, can you hurry up? Starting to red out.
Yeah. So I know. Watch, we're gonna find out that something's like not recording or something.
That it always happens. It always happens.
That's actually a thing.
Yeah. Fuck it, dude.
I mean, at least we got audio.
YOLO.
Well, with that being said, we should probably check the cameras.
Yeah. Tune in. I don't know. Next time.
Next time.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure when, but
yeah, just next time.
yeah, we'll do it again.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know.
Yeah. Much love.
All of it.
Don't forget to check out the Patreons.
All of them.
Links will be in the bio.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them twins.
And yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do this again.
Eat butts.
And cloacas.
Yep. Wash your hands.
Jerry.
And your face. Especially after you get done eating
Susan.
butt. Yeah. Susan.
All right. We'll see ya.